Let's find our seat and bring our mind to our bodies. Let's take this moment for ourselves, forgetting about all the things that we need to do tonight, first thing in the morning. Let it just float away for a little bit. We will remember in 30 minutes. Find our seat. Tucking our shoulders over our hips and making sure we find that sweet spot with our neck where it's, our head isn't so far forward that we'll fall asleep and that it pulls on the back of our neck, and it's not so far up that pulls on the front of the neck and our mind gets excited in that wonderful sweet spot. Eyes are gently closed. Or open if you need. Hands placed gently in our laps. The right hand is nestled in the left with the thumbs gently touching. Leaning upwards towards your belly button. Scanning our bodies, looking for those pesky little muscles that just don't want to relax. I have one in my back that's just needs to be moved a little bit. And our feet. Our hands. Faces, jaw, scalp. Shoulders. Releasing those belly muscles so that you can breathe. There is no negativity that cannot be purified. The purification process is basically a psychological one, as Lama Yeshe says. We create negativity with our mind, so we can change it by creating positivity with our mind. And that is so true. When we remove those negative thoughts from our mind, and replace them with positive thoughts, it's so amazing how our day becomes better. So we purify by applying the 4 opponent powers. The first is the power of regret. So sincerely regret from the depths of our hearts anything we have done to harm any living being on this day, in this life, and in all past lives. And think of specific actions of your body, your speech, and your mind, and then in general, regret all. The reason to regret is based on the logic of karma. We experience everything due to our past karma, our past thinking, our past actions. So having harmed others, we ourselves will necessarily experience suffering in the future. And thus, we cannot bear the thought of the future suffering that we ourselves will experience. Who wants that? We know from the present suffering that we do not want it, so the logic is, therefore, to remove the karmic seeds before they ripen as future suffering. Also regret the anger, the attachment, and the rest that are the cause of why we harm others. And think again, I am sick of this suffering. I also think I regret from the depths of my heart having harmed others with my body and my speech, having broken my vows, because I do not want the suffering. I'm sick of suffering. And what can I do about it? Whom can I turn to? The power of reliance, refuge. We rely upon, we turn to the Buddha, the doctor, who has the methods that we can use to purify. It's not that we need Buddha to forgive us, to fix us. We purify ourselves by relying upon his methods. We do the work ourselves. So visualize Vajrasattva above the crown of your head. He is your guru, your teacher, manifesting in this aspect for your benefit. He's made of radiant, blissful white light, sitting cross-legged on a white lotus, which, although born out of mud, is untainted by mud, and just like our enlightened potential, which is born out of our delusions, but is untainted by them. His face is radiant and beautiful. His eyes are long and peaceful and full of love and compassion for us. His mouth is red and very sweet. His hair is black and held up in a top knot. His arms are crossed at his heart, the left underneath the right. The left is holding the bell, which represents wisdom. The right is holding a vajra, which represents the indestructibility of compassion. And their being crossed represents the union of these two, which symbolizes our enlightenment itself, the development of infinite wisdom and infinite compassion. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I become a Buddha so as to benefit all sentient beings. Compassion. In order to develop compassion, we need to rely upon other beings, the very beings we have harmed and who have harmed us, by developing compassion for them. Think in particular of people you have harmed recently and in the past, and then in general, all of the beings we have ever harmed since beginningless time. And then remember those who have harmed you and have compassion for them, because they will suffer as a result of the harm that they have done to you. And make the strong aspiration to do this practice of purification for the sake of all sentient beings, and pray, I must purify for their sake. The power of the remedy. Now, here comes the actual medicine, the doing of the actual practice of purification. There are 3 stages to the meditation, and it consists of visualization and recitation of mantra. We're going to start with the purification of the body. So Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends powerful white nectar, like coming out of a hose very forcefully from his heart, that arcs around and enters your crown and pours into your entire body, filling you completely. It keeps coming and forces out of your lower orifices all of the harm you have ever done to any living being with your body in the form of inky liquid, which pours out of you and disappears into space, not one atom left, leaving you completely purified. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Vido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarekta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Me Priyata Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta me bawa sawa city me piazza sawa kama sutra me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tafa A Hum Pe. Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manu Palaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita. Dito Mabawa Sutukayo Mabawa Supokayo Mabawa. Anarekta Mabawa Sawa City Me Piazza Sawa Kama Sutra Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tapa A Hum Pe. Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita. Dito Mebawa Sutukayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa. Anarekta Mebawa Sawa City Me Piazza Sawa Kama Sutra Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tapa A Hum Pe. Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita. Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa. Anarekta Mebawa Sawa City Me Piazza Sawa Kama Sutra Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tapa A Hum Pe. Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita. Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa. Anarekta Mebawa Sawa City Me Piazza Sawa Kama Sutra Me. Sitam Priyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tapa A Hum Pe. Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita. Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa. Anarekta Mebawa Sawa City Me Piazza Sawa Kama Sutra Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tapa A Hum. Feel completely purified. Purification of the speech. And again, Vajrasattva very happily sends powerful nectar from his heart chakra, and it arcs around and forcefully enters your crown, filling your entire body, this time forcing up to the top of your body all the negativity of your speech, which overflows and disappears into space. Not one atom left. Just as Lama Yeshe says, when you turn on the tap in the sink and fill the dirty glass, all the junk in the glass comes to the top and overflows. So imagine that all of the gossip, the harsh speech, the useless speech, and lying, and talking badly about others behind your back, all of this is purified by the powerful nectar filling you as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita. Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa. Anarekta Mebawa Sawa Sili Mepiatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tapa A Hum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita.
Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita. Dito Mebawa Sutokaya Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa. Anorekta Mebawa Savasi Mepriyatsa Sava Kama Sutame. Chitam Shiyaku Haho Bhagawan. Sava Tathagata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabhava Samaya Sata Aham Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita. Dilo Mebawa Sutokaya Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa. Anorekta Mebawa Savasi Mepriyatsa Sava Kama Sutame. Chitam Shia Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan. Sawa tathagata vajramame matsa vajrabhavama samaya sattva aham pe. Om Vajasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajasafa Denopatita Tilo me bawa Sutokaya me bawa Spokaya me bawa Anorekto me bawa Savasi me Vriasta Savakama Sutame Titam Shion Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagawan Savatata Gata Vajamame Mata Vajabhavama Samaya Sattva Ahom Pe Om Vajasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajasafa Denopatita Tilo me bawa, sutokaya me bawa, spokaya me bawa, anorekto me bawa, savasi me priyasa savakama sutame, titam shion kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan, savatata gata vajama me manta vajabhavama, samaya sattva ahom pe. Om vajasafa samaya manupalaya vajasafa denopatita, tilo me bawa, sutokaya me bawa, spokaya me bawa, anorekto me bawa, savasi me priyasa savakama sutame, Titam Shion Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagawan. Savatata Gata Vajamame Mutsa Vajabhavama, Samaya Sattva Ahom Pe. Om Vajasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajasafa Denopatita. Tilo me bawa, Sutokaya me bawa, Spokaya me bawa, Anorekto me bawa, Savasiti me Priyasa Savakama Sutame. Titam Shion Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagawan. Savatata Gata Vajamame Mutsa Vajabhavama, Samaya Sattva Ahom Pe.
So the purification of the mind. The third, Guru Vajrasattva now very compassionately sends powerful beams of laser light from his heart chakra, which arcs around and enters your crown chakra and fills your entire being. Just like as Lama Yeshe says, when you turn on a light in a room, the darkness is instantly dispelled. So just as the light hits your heart chakra, the darkness of the negativity of your mind, all of the attachment, the neediness, the anger, the violence, the depression, the resentment, the jealousy, the bitterness, the sorrow, all of this is instantly dispelled, not one atom left. So imagine that all of the irrational thinking and harsh judgments, meaningless thoughts and delusions, and thinking badly about others, all of this is purified by the powerful nectar filling you. Visualize this as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anarekta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyata sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tafa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyata sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tapa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, Anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya sapa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyasa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tapa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dedo Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyata sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagawan, Sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe. Om vajra safa samaya manu palaya vajra safa deno patita. Dido mebawa sutokayo mebawa supokayo mebawa. Anarekta mebawa sawa siddhi me piyatsa sawa kama sutra me. Sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagawan. Sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe. And again, be delighted that all of your delusions, which are the source of our own suffering and the cause for why we harm others with our body and speech, are totally purified, gone, finished, and think there is no space in your heart now for anything but love and kindness and forgiveness and wisdom and bliss and compassion. So now we move to the purification of even the imprints of negativity of the body, speech, and mind. And this time, imagine that Guru Vajrasattva sends light again, and it fills you completely and eradicates even the subtlest imprint of negative energy from your mind. It's like once you remove the garlic from a jar, you still need to remove the smell. Again, as we recite the mantra, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manu Palaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarekta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tsafa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manu Palaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me piyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe, om vajrasattva samaya, manu palaya, vajrasattva deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyata sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe, om vajrasattva samaya, manu palaya, vajrasattva deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me piyatsa sawa kama sutra me. Sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan. Sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe. Om vajrasattva samaya, manu palaya, vajrasattva deno patita. Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me. Sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan. Sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manu Palaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tsafa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manu Palaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me. Sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe. The power of resolve. The fourth step in the purification process, and such a crucial one, is the determination not to harm with our body, speech, and mind again. So without this, we keep doing the same old things. The determination, the aspiration to not harm again is like a beacon that guides our body, speech, and mind in new directions. Remember, as Lama Zopa Rinpoche says, everything exists on the tip of the wish, the aspiration. And as for our other old habits, if we can't commit to never doing them again, then Don't lie to ourselves, as Lama Zopa said. And think carefully, and then decide to refrain from them for a year, a month, a day, or even a minute, whatever is realistic. And then in general, vow to make the effort to avoid the others. Whatever you can think of, whatever's bothering you, whatever thing when you think back about your day and you go, oh gosh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Maybe try not to do that tonight while we sleep, or 5 minutes when we wake up. You know, while you're drinking your cup of coffee in the morning or your tea, say, I'm not going to do this one thing for 5 minutes tomorrow. So this determination not to do again is what gives us the strength to change. So Guru Vajrasattva is delighted with us, and wanting to merge with your mind, he melts into white light and absorbs into you through your crown. And think, my Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and my own body, speech, and mind are the same thing. It's union oneness, as Lama Yeshe would say. It's easier to refrain from doing something when you think that when Guru Vajrasattva, your guru, your teacher, we're all one. And maybe you don't want to swear, or you don't want to gossip with the neighbors, or when that person has merged with your mind. It makes things a little bit easier. So next, as Lama Zopa Rinpoche recommends, meditate on the emptiness of the 3 circles. In emptiness, there is no I, the creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. So place your mind in that emptiness for a little while, and in this way, look at all the phenomena as empty. They do not exist from their own side. And finally, let's dedicate all of the merit, all of the positive energy we have created by doing this purification practice together. Even without Venerable Katie here, we're still doing it. So let's do this for all living beings, for Venerable Katie, for all of our classmates that are far away, for Lou and for Lorraine and everybody who's having a rough day. Let's dedicate. May all virtuous karma we have created from doing this practice ripen as our enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And we're running late, so we'll just say we hope and pray that His Holiness will live long and continue to teach, and that Lama Zopa's reincarnation can be found when it's time for him. And thank you guys for putting up with the tantrum in the middle. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you, Shu.
Thank
Anyway.